Alright, welcome to Buried. This is my solo starting strategy. So let's get started. So a few things I will say is that I've only played this map 7 or 8 times. Now I'm 100% confident that this starting strategy is a really effective one and can get to high range, but that's what it is. This video ain't about doing everything you can do in this map. It's not about finding every secret and unlockable and using them, and it's not about doing any Easter eggs or anything like that. It's purely a video to show a decent sort of starting strategy and how to get you to a position where you can get to high range and even do high range with this strategy. And that's what it is. So I'm going to ignore a lot of the unique things in this map, etc. First things first, I know there's an L set up there and you can jump up to it. It costs 2,000, but for my strategy I'm not going to get it. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore the other 2 piece of shit weapons here. And I'm just going to go straight down. So here we go. Now we're going to go down. We're going to buy quick revive straight away because in solo it's always very effective. And instead of going in all these different directions here, we're going to just drop down here because it's the easiest and quickest way to get out here to the mystery box straight away. So my strategy does involve pulling the box and hoping we get at least a usable weapon. So the first round is going to entail I'm just going to check something. Okay, great. It's just going to entail the same thing every zombie map does, and that's shooting and knifing zombies. And what I checked there was if I got persistent jerk, which I do. And the way I got persistent jerk here was that I wondered whether persistent perks actually, because I wasn't sure before, carried over. And I know in one of the games I was playing on this before, I was shooting a load of zombies with a PDW and a green flash appeared, which was, you know, when you get that headshot thing. So I thought, well, if that's in there, surely everything else could be. So I went back to transit to try and get persistent jerk. It wouldn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work on transit now. I couldn't get persistent jerk, so I typed it in Google and found this video. Sorry, I forgot who the guy was. That's showing you how he gets persistent jerk and buried. And effectively, what you do is in that very starting room with the 2 crappy weapons, just let a zombie hit you twice from outside one of the windows. And I went down, but straight away I got persistent jerk from it. So there you go. And that makes it very, very easy for these early rounds. A lot easier even than what it will be my way, you know, with persistent jerk. But now we've got enough points to use a box. That's what we're going to do, and hope we get at least a usable weapon. 5-7. That's fine. That will be fine for now, because what our goal is now is to get to the bank and get some money out. So yes, the bank is involved in this strategy of mine. What you'll need is 10,000. I'm going to be getting 10,000 out of the bank. And the points in the bank do carry over from points you accumulated in transit. So I accumulate quite a lot in transit, so hence why I've got some. So I'm assuming you guys would do too. If you don't, you can still do it this way. It's just going to take you a lot longer. It would just make things a bit more difficult. I mean, then you can always go to transit, doss about, chuck 10,000 in there, do it that way. Either way is fine, but for the purposes of the video, we're going to assume that everyone's got 10,000 points. It is part of the strategy. So because of that, we won't need to use the box yet, and we can quite happily go along with the 5-7, because all we need is about 1,500 points, because we just need to open 2 doors to get to the bank. Oh, that was alright. Looked like it was one of the end zombies. So we're just going to go through round 3, leave a couple of slow movers at the end of round 3, and then go ahead and do what we need to do to get things up and rolling. Now I'm afraid this video will probably stretch 2 videos worth. I'm looking at hopefully not being any longer than 30 to 40 minutes, which would mean 2 videos, and I apologise for that, but I will try and upload them right close together. So it'll be just one after the other, and I'll put links in the description and whatnot to get on to part 2. So they're still really slow. With the persistent jerk we've got, we can easily afford to hit them twice a knife just to be as efficient as possible. Now interestingly, like I said, I've played this Whoa, 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 whoa. Not if they gang up on me like that. What are you guys doing? Deary me, that was very sly. That was one of the bastards, wasn't it? Yeah, have your head come off. Now, yeah, interestingly, I've played this map like 6 or 7 times. I've never gotten a new revolver out of the box yet, and I've used the box a lot. I've never had it. I've seen it once, and that was when I was playing a match with randoms. It's the only time I played a match with randoms. Some guy got it pulled out there. I've never had it. I'm quite amazed by it. So we go through the general store. Now, I know there's a lot of buildables and stuff you can build from here, but I'm not going to build any buildables. They are cool, they are fun, they do kill zombies, but they're not essential, so I'm not going to bother with them. So you go up here, you go through here, open this door, and then drop down here, which takes you into the bank, where we're going to withdraw some more of my funds. I really need to start putting money back, otherwise I'm going to find myself running out of money. So we got the 10,000. This tunnel leads to the gunsmith, which is another place that I want to go anyway, to pick up the PDW chalk. So we got these guns here, the AK-74U, this sniper, the Galvanuckles, and the AN-94. The AK is not even a consideration for me, it just doesn't hold enough ammo. So the two you'd either want to choose, the PDW or the AN-94. I prefer the PDW. That's just my own personal preference. If you prefer the AN-94, you can go ahead and use the AN-94 if you want to. But this is what I prefer, and the beauty of this is we're going to put it on this chalk here. And whilst we do that, we will get 1,000 points for actually drawing it on there. And the gun actually costs 1,000, so it's a free gun. So we got a free PDW, which is why it wasn't too important about what gun we got out of the box, because by the end of round 3 we have a PDW. And I put it on that chalk there because it's easy access to more ammo when we need it. And it's 500 points for ammo, so it's no big deal whatsoever. So next we want to get old Leroy the Giant out of his cage. The key always starts off there, and what's really important is that you make sure you do not shoot him before you've got Jug, whatever you do, because he'll lock himself back in here, and if you find the keys in the courthouse or something, that's just more points you got to build up to get him back out of jail before you get Jug. So just make sure you don't shoot him before you get Jug at least. Give him that boost which is always on there, and he will break it down and wander around like he is. So the next thing we're going to want to do is actually go back to the bank again, so it's a bit more walk-in, to get the Galvanuckles. Now, the Galvanuckles aren't essential. They're not, again, not another essential thing, but I really like the Galvanuckles. I really like the Bowie knife in Black Ops 1 and World at War, but mainly Black Ops 1 because the knife mechanic was better. And the Galvanuckles are just an improvement on the Bowie knife. It's a one-hit kill until round 14. You save ammo from it, and they're very effective at getting rid of the ghost lady without expending any of your ammo. So since there's another chalk drawing thingy question mark here, we're going to put it here, and we get 1,000 for it, so it's only 5,000 for the Galvanuckles. Sweet. So that's that part done. We've got the Galvanuckles before the end of round 3, which should make especially the early rounds a lot easier and save on ammo for the PDW and that. Next thing, we're going to open up the saloon, purely because this is where you can access the booze from mainly. There it is. It can come on any one of these tables or on air, and if you need another booze in the same round, you can buy it for 1,000 from the cash register because it respawns after every round. But if you find it ain't in the saloon, then it'll be in the jail cell. Oh, I need to turn the power on. I keep forgetting about power. Now I've got the booze in my inventory, he will follow me. So get the power, you open up this door next to the saloon. There's candy there, we could probably use that later. There's 2 ways to go up. We will go this way because it's the correct way to the power. There it is. So we're going to turn the power on. Now the power's on, now we can get Jug. So we're just going to wait here for Leroy to join us. And there's a zombie. We can take him out. Oh, I didn't even really need to shoot him, but get myself 20 more points. So come on, Leroy, get a bit more closer. So whenever you give him booze, always make sure he's facing the opposite way, because he always walks the opposite way, or runs the opposite way when you give it to him. There you go. Make sure he's pretty much lined up with whatever you want him to bash down as well. So here we go. Right, it's round 3. We have Quick Revive, we have Jug, we have PDW, we've got the Galvanuckles. That's a very good start. So the next thing we're going to aim to do is perks and weapons. That is certainly not one of them. Basically, with this strategy, to go even further, then, you know, just a starting strategy, you're really going to want the Paralyzer and the Ray Gun. Just because it makes life a hell of a lot easier and simpler for you. Yeah, but that's more really if you want to go high range, which I assume you do if you're starting off with this strategy, because this strategy is really a start of a high range strategy, really. To set yourself up for it, so you are going to try and look for them. You might get unlucky, hope it doesn't happen, but you might do. It might take you fucking ages, you might have to traverse a map, but you really do want to get them. So because he's only rank 4, save ourselves some ammo and whatnot, and because I enjoy doing this, we're just going to Galvanuckle everyone. I know it's not the most efficient way. The most efficient way would be to shoot him a few times and then hit him, but I really just can't. I'm not going to go to that extreme. To be honest, I'm just going to Galvanuckle him. But you can if you want, feel free. Atara 21, just... I really don't want this coming into a scenario where the box fucks off to the maze or somewhere and I haven't got the ray gun. Not, you know, not even one of them. Fucking hell. Normally I get decent luck with this, but the last couple of games I really haven't been getting any fucking luck with the box at all. Now I know at one of these stages, I only actually found this out today, but I noticed there was, well, I only found out the reason. I noticed there was a teddy bear on top of the mystery box, and I remember thinking at the time, why the fuck's there a teddy bear on top of the box? It almost looks like it's not there. It's odd, but apparently that's another persistent perk type thing. Whereas if you get really unlucky on the box, you keep getting shit like the rocket launcher and the war machine in the fucking SMR, right? Apparently this perk will come into, or this persistent thing come to effect where it will give you better chances of getting a better weapon from the box. Again, I only fucking found this out reading it today, and that was probably why I was getting so much good luck early on. So let's hope this at least leads to another teddy bear. I'm assuming you lose it when you actually get good weapons out there for a while. That's what I'm assuming anyway. It makes sense. But you watch this mystery box go now, and I'm going to have a tar. Ah, there we go. Well, that's one of them. So I'm not going to worry about that now. So the next thing we're going to want to worry about is perks. Now, the perks I'm going to use, I will always use on this map personally, is Quick Revive. This is a solo anyway. Quick Revive, Jug, then we're going to want to get Mule Kick and Double Tap. Those are the 3 perks. And I'm going the wrong way for it. Those are the 3 perks that the 4 perks that I personally think are the best for solo. Obviously, Jug, Quick Revive, and Double Tap are self-explanatory. Mule Kick before the likes of Stamina, Vulture Aid, and Speed Coder, purely because with having the ray gun and the Paralyzer, you're going to want an automatic weapon as well, right? Just to be a point builder and stuff. So, and that's why. And you always want to get the Mule Kick third and not last because of Double Tap's position. Double Tap is in the haunted house, and once you go into the haunted house, you have to traverse it to get back out. To do that, you're going to have to get through the Ghost Lady, right? And anyway, so you're going to hope to get a free perk from it. So it'd be better to have a free perk as your 5th perk and not your 4th, wouldn't it? It's a lot more efficient and it gets you an extra perk quicker. So that's why Double Tap is the last perk to get and not Mule Kick. So now we're just going to save money to get there and get Double Tap and hopefully get our 5th perk quite nice and quickly. So this is going to be the last round I spend around here because it does get very claustrophobic, and then we're going to spend the rest of the time in that area, and that's pretty much where I'm going to stay for the rest of the time on this map. Now I've got to be careful because I don't want to end up getting caught by him. So just be extra careful now. Concentrate a little bit. Maybe ray gun a couple. Alright. Well, that is exactly what I've got to be careful of. See how quickly I got a triple hit there. That was fucking mental. But hey ho, we survived it and we can continue on. You may need a bit of luck now and then. Bet you do on every zombie map, really, don't you? There is always that situation where you're flashing red or you're trapped and you've got to quickly get out of it. Always happens. You need luck on your side now and then. Not saying that was luck then, because I mean, I wasn't trapped, was I? But just in general. So how much have we got? What are we looking for? I'm going to need to get booze again. In fact, I'm going to want it fucking twice, actually, don't I? Shit. I forgot that. Should have started doing this last round, but it doesn't matter. I can always buy the other booze. So first things I want to do is actually open this area up, because it's a nice shortcut, and it's an escape route for when we're eventually over there. So how many dudes are left? Right, hopefully these ain't injured, these fellas. Oh, it's lucky I wasn't like triple hit then, or whatever. Yeah. So there we go, we splashed that area open. We need him to open up one more area, which we may as well do now, since we do have enough points for it. Perfect. Bought some more booze. Since he's just here, we're going to get him to open up the Haunted Mansion, and we're going to go ahead and traverse it now. And we're going to have to dodge these three fellas, because if they're injured or whatever, they will die when we're in the Haunted Mansion. And you really don't want that. Oh, there she is. She's been a bit freaky. What? Wee. Oh, you gone there. Alrighty. But Leroy has to be so goddamn slow, doesn't he? Okay, well, I'm going to have to kill him here. I had no choice. Leroy had gotten me trapped. Nice one, guy. Alright, hopefully I didn't injure him. We're going to find out, because I'm going in there anyway. The zombies don't come in here with you, which is really handy. So immediately come right here and get double tap before she comes, because she does nick 2,000 off you every time she hits you. But because we've only got 810, I really don't give a shit if she takes it or not. So always make sure you don't have a boat ton of points when you come in here. Always just put them in the bank, or if I'm pack punching, I would take something like 9,000 with me, because I know I can get away with only being hit twice, if need be. That should give you plenty of leeway. Now, to get a free perk from her, what you're going to want to do is make sure she leaves the mansion when you kill her last. So that way's the pack punch. We're not going that way. We're going back through there on the other side of the Haunted Mansion, where she will again follow us. So we're just going to keep taking her out. Like so. She should be around there. She is. Now, like I said, you're going to want her to be behind you and following you while you leave the mansion, because she only gives you the perk when she's outside of the mansion. Okay, so I was fairly comfortable that she was following us, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this will work. And once she comes up here and we galvanic her, she will leave a perk ball, and there we are. So our fifth perk is going to be Vulture. Actually, I'm quite happy with that now, because the box will move soon, and with Vulture we will find out where it is, so that's okay. There's two more perks to get, which is Stamina Up and Speed Cola. So we got no points, so let's continue on with the next round. But I think we're at 18 minutes just gone. This is going to be end for part 1. I apologise again that it's split, but I will try to get them uploaded both at the same time, and I'll see you for part 2. Thanks for watching part 1.